between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The LSU man Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start.
Just started. Well, is he running the ball?
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, he'll spot it at the 49. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Things get a little more difficult here. 4th and 5.
Oftentimes when you see running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackles eat up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Down to about the 37. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You're talking in my chat.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know there's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. For Kidder here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7.
Johnny's hurt. Johnny's hurt.
This is what we'll see more as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he holds
Oh,
it
it's just
for a
never
Buccaneer touchdown. Jalen Darden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. He completes it to Olave. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs. And pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. The Saints have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on 1st down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Winston. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
From the 31, Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Brady. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. to be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after one. For the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got third and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, listen, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart, pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To Dobbins on first. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second and 9 from the 44. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. And I tell you what, Parker, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
A first down throw for Winston. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Winston. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Moss. Touchdown, Saints! Thaddeus Moss from 6 yards away. And the Saints have taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the points. And that makes the score 14-7. McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Handoff, Fournette running left. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. This is Shinoda, the receiving end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin from 6 yards away. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point right down the middle, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10. They're on the 31-yard
line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Winston. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's a team category.
You can now imagine you're stuck with that secondary. This pays a big one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Brady now on first down. And that'll be caught by Darden. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Brady. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Kentavious Street in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Dancing away at the 35. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. First down, Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches were never perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run here with Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Play fake. Winston. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Winston. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Brady to throw.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. A little tough on the secondary there, end zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Winston. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dances by him. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And able to get this to the 31.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
If you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. To throw is Winston.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And able to work his way down to the 16.
69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 16, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Winston. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Dobbins is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Austin McGinnis out for the extra point.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
looking at about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first down, Brady to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there at 22.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 58 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Fournette will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Malik McDowell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
That's have to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush. What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Brady got to have this one. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown.